It is early spring, and as the cold morning air travels through the landscape, this great spotted woodpecker likes to warm up in the top of a tree, where the sun is the strongest. And soon afterwards, you can hear hammering everywhere. Mainly male woodpeckers start hammering at trees in early spring in order to attract females with the loudest and most versatile sounds they can manage to make. The reason you see females doing the same thing in these clips is that great spotted woodpeckers also do this in order to stake out their territory and later on to communicate with their partners over greater distances. You can clearly see that this is a female because males have a red or crimson patch on the nape, like females, such as this one, have a black nape. Climbing up and down and balancing on a tree trunk is common behavior for this great spotted woodpecker. It does so to find insects that might hide beneath the bark of the trees. And while it climbs up and down, it always looks very carefully at the cracks and grooves inside the bark. But when given the chance, they also like to eat sunflower seeds and cracked open peanuts, such as they can find in feeders like this one. But even then they prefer to have little cracks and holes at the feeder, so that they can try to get at the food in those holes. And when they get the chance, they like to take some of the food away and put it in cracks and holes at the tree stem and hack away at it to make the food even smaller and ready to eat. When somebody is close and is watching them, they always have an eye open for this potential danger. If everything goes well, it is usually around June that the adult woodpeckers get company. The newly fledged juvenile great spotted woodpeckers join their parents in the search for food. In the beginning, the parents show the juveniles the best food sources but continue to feed them in order to give them a taste for healthy and nutritious food. In the early stage after flying out, the juveniles are still very passive and slow. They hardly move and, instead, sit around watching fellow birds hopping around energetically. About 2 weeks later though, they already try to get at the food themselves, but they cannot yet perform the same acrobatics as their parents, hanging off of the side of a tree trunk while eating. It takes them another 14 days to learn how to do that too. It isn't always this peaceful around food sources. More and more juveniles fledge and start to get in each other's way. It is then that the juveniles really start to become territorial. The call of a great spotted woodpecker is a sharp and short kick, and they vary the frequency of their call a lot. That is to say, sometimes it is one call here and there, and sometimes they call out over extended periods quite frequently. While the juveniles like to fight each other over food, they do also learn to get along quite well after a while.